A radical investment by the former UWP administration to procure 100,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine for $7.3 million via direct award is now the focus of a major scam alert. Radical Investments Inc., which was tasked as an intermediary with securing vaccines on behalf of Barbados, St. Lucia, and the Bahamas, has filed a lawsuit in the U.S. claiming it was duped by a company which it engaged to procure the vaccines in question. Unlike St. Lucia, the two other countries did not make a payment upfront to Radical Investments. In a Barbados Today news article, ex-Prime Minister Alan Chastanet was asked about the arrangement. He is quoted as saying it was on the basis of the reputation of Radical and the fact that three countries were involved: St. Lucia, Bahamas, and Barbados, unquote. However, when he was probed about the origins of the company, he stated, quote, "I'm not sure, I just know Mr. Maloney," unquote. Chastanet further stated he was unaware whether Maloney owned or operated the company. Now, Press Secretary Mondi Lewis says the new Philip J. Pierre administration will launch an investigation into the $7.3 million direct award for the procurement of the vaccines, which were never received by St. Lucia.
Currently, we don't have any more information because I can tell you that an investigation is going to be lodged into this. This is a serious matter. There have been accusations even before assuming office in July about dealings and how a check was written. But we want to get to the bottom of this.
The current SLP administration has registered concern over the authorization of the deal signed off on by the Director of Finance, Esther Rigobert, as well as copied to the Director of Audit, Budget Director, Accountant General, and Director of Procurement.
If solutions, don't see this, the people of Migo South don't see this, that this is a person who used the country's money as if it was his own, and it is not. And right now we need people to account, Alan Chastanet to account for this, and also some public servants to account for this matter, because how was this facilitated?
According to Lewis, the Philip J. Pierre administration intends to retrieve the hefty sum paid up front for goods that were never delivered.
I know that Honorable Philip J. Pierre has been in contact with one of the shareholders of Radical Investments, and we have a promise to refund us our money. No vaccines have been given to St. Lucia from that order, so that we know. So again, there is a breach in the contract, non-performance. So St. Lucia is told, or was told, that they will be getting their $7.3 million.
Lewis notes that direct awards for emergency purposes are not new. However, the current government is concerned over the pace at which the former administration moved to secure vaccines outside the COVAX facility.
St. Lucia was the recipient of many donations from the COVAX facility. So I don't know what exactly the haste by this Prime Minister was, Prime Minister Alan Chastanet at the time, to go through this kind of dealing. We saw how Barbados, for instance, we heard from the acting Prime Minister yesterday, how they approached it, that it was secured through the own funding of Radical Investment. So we really want to ask the question, why did Alan Chastanet decide to upfront St. Lucia's money to do this when clearly there were alternatives? Clearly Barbados was more prudent in the spending of the people's money.
The Philip J. Pierre administration is seeking accountability over the use of state funds. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.